Yesterday we were introduced to 3 words. The first word was proficient. And as a reminder, proficient means skillful or able to do something really well. The next word we talked about was the word engage. And we know that that had multiple different meanings. One of those meanings was to take part in or to do something. The last word that we were introduced to yesterday is the word hinder. And we know that hinder means to get in the way of or make it difficult for someone to do something. Take a look at this first question. What sport do you most like to engage in and why? If you have someone next to you, you can turn and talk or think to yourself. Go ahead and use this sentence frame to complete your thought. Let's look at another question here. In what sport are you most proficient? And why do you say that you are proficient in that sport? Again, if you have someone next to you, you can turn and talk or think to yourself, but please use this sentence frame to complete your thought. And let's look at the last one. What might hinder someone from being good at a sport? And why do you say this might hinder someone? And last but not least, if you have someone you can turn and talk with, go ahead and use this sentence frame or think to yourself. We're going to play a quick game called Does It Make Sense? So I'm going to give you a word in an example or in a short paragraph, and you have to determine if that vocabulary word makes sense in this context. Let's look at the first one. Sue is having a hard time learning to swim. She doesn't like to put her head in the water, and she's afraid to let go of the edge of the pool. After swim class, Sue tells her mother, I need more lessons because I am a very proficient swimmer. Does the word proficient make sense in this example? Why or why not? Right, in this example, proficient does not make sense because proficient means that you're very skillful and very good at something. And if Sue is struggling, then it would not make any sense to say that I need more lessons because I'm very good at swimming. Let's look at the second example. Gabriel enjoys engaging in classroom discussions. Whenever the teacher asks a question, he looks away and hopes he won't be called on. Does the word engaging make sense in this example? Why or why not? If you said that the word engaging does not really make sense in this example, then you are correct, because we know that someone who's engaged in this classroom discussion would want to participate. They are actively listening and they would probably want to be called on. Gabriel, on the other hand, turns his head the other way and hopes that that teacher is not going to call his name. Well, let's look at another example. Just before she tries out for the school choir, Juanita catches a cold. She is afraid her sore throat and raspy voice will hinder her chances of singing well at the tryout. In this example, does the word hinder make sense? Why or why not? Right, hinder definitely makes sense in this example because if you're trying out for a school choir, then you're singing. And if you have a cold and a sore throat and a raspy voice, it's probably going to have a negative impact on your ability to sing. Let's look at the last example for today. Joaquin tells his friend Alejandro to go to the skate park without him. I've tried skateboarding, he said. It just doesn't engage me. Does the word engage make sense here? Why or why not? Right, in this example, the word engage does make sense because he's saying that it just doesn't engage him, meaning it's not holding his interest. Therefore, he tells his friend to go to the skate park without him. All right, guys, that wraps up day 2. I'll see you back tomorrow for day 3.